Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a house in Fortnite Battle Royale, giving you guys some tips, some ideas, and some kind of just placement ideas for your house, understanding different shapes, understanding different things within kind of Fortnite. And we are going to be in the replay mode for this one, and it's going to be a live commentary because I'm going to be going over the house that I decided to build. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the placement and the location of your house that you want to build in playground mode. This is something I would recommend picking somewhere that you really like the look of. Obviously, you want to do this before playground mode ends. It'll be very key and very good to do it because it's fun, it's enjoyable. A lot of you would like it. I know a lot of you have probably been doing this already, probably in playground mode. I know my old channel, or should I say like my older videos on my channel, my older self would love something like this. I know a lot of people have been asking, make a house, do a tutorial and things like that. So I thought, may as well do a tutorial for you guys on exactly how to build a house in Fortnite Battle Royale. It's going to be pretty simple, but let's get into it. So the location I picked for this is by this birthday cake. I wanted to feature the birthday cake as one of the main parts of the house, and I also thought to myself a nice little look onto Loot Lake would be absolutely awesome. At the end of the video, I'll go over a few more spots on the map that would be really nice for houses, but for now, let me show you guys how you can start a house out. So the first thing you want to do is come up with the shape design. So the shape for my house was this weird square box shape, but also had like a little one entrance section. I think something like that is very unique. I feel like just doing a square box would be pretty basic, and obviously you can be very creative about this and create all sorts of different shapes you want for your base. Try and consider though that the houses have kind of got to be the same size as the ones already in Fortnite. You don't want to oversize it really unless that's what you're going for. I also like the area here because it's got a nice waterfall, as you can see in the screen, should I say the thumbnail or the screenshot. It's an awesome design and a nice little idea. So you can see me here building around the house. Obviously the colors are going to be see-through for now. Sometimes it takes a while to render in. We'll sort that out later, but it's a good thing because you can see where I am. So for now, you can see I'm putting up the foundry and the foundations for the house. I'm putting up the idea, and what I'm doing is I'm building out onto the lake to try and get that kind of feel to it that makes you look like you're looking out into the lake. Nice little design so far. This over here is actually the backyard. So what I've done is I've decided to do like a little kind of just 4x4 and then another 4x4 here, and I've edited my piece so it gets in this like overview veranda type thing. A nice little edit. I feel like if you edit your pieces a lot, you will get some good placement for this. You've got to consider that the flats do have the little boundary on, or the little kind of like half, kind of like little railing type thing. They have that if you put them on maybe half or a single, they have that. So you can use that, and it's pretty effective to build like an outline for your house. So as I keep building around the house, I think to myself, this is an awesome entrance to the back. Maybe we only want one entrance to the back, so I can consider that for later on. I'm kind of checking out the designs, looking around, looking at the little cake, getting some more resources, kind of just having a little like look and thinking, what can I do here? I'm just thinking, no, I don't want that there. I was thinking, we could build something around this cake. So this is when I put the cake in the picture. What I do here is actually build another veranda, a little bit like a garage or kind of like a party section if there was a party going on potentially. It would work really well for something like that, and I definitely think if you did something like that in your Fortnite map, you would come across kind of, I don't know, a little bit cool, a little bit different. I think it's a nice little design. The good thing about building houses is you and your friends could pop into a game on Save the World or on Fortnite Battle Royale and go ahead and build your house whatever you wanted to do. Again, I'm doing it on Playground. You could get 4 of you in the game. You could all pick a location around the lake and all build your house, and the best house could win, and that would be a really cool thing to do. But here what I'm doing is I'm putting a cool design on the roof. Let's just see if we can get the render to actually render in now of the colors. Let's just see if I refresh it, if it's going to actually render in, or is it going to stay. There we go. So we've got the colors rendered in. So what I've done here on the kind of thing is what I've used these middle pieces, and these are just normal flat walls where you just use the strip. I've put them in the middle, and then if you look up what I've done here, I've actually used, these are walls again, just the bottom bit of the walls, and this bit here is basically a normal flat wall with basically on a diagonal, but apart from the middle one's cut out, so it like goes up, basically like up and across. That's how it works on them ones. So that's what I've done around here, and that's a really nice design to do. So that worked out pretty well. So as we go through the house a little bit further, what I've decided to do is I thought, we need a backyard gate, so I put some nice bricks on it. Again, it's going to be see-through all the changes that I do from now, just because it's a little glitch within kind of the replay mode, but it's a nice little design. So what I'm doing here is I'm just thinking of an idea, so I'm putting the next floor on. I put that floor on nice and easily, and then I think to myself, we've got a really cool design, maybe we should put something on the roof. So the best thing to use for the roofs is maybe a different color, so I decided to use stone, and what I've done here is I've actually used the pyramid stairs and edited them to make a perfect roof. You have to consider when you're making these roofs to make it look kind of realistic. I kind of messed it up here, so I decided, if we lift that one up up a little bit and put it on a diagonal, you get that roof feeling and it kind of curves in the roof. I think that's how a lot of houses look in real life. So I thought, I think I mastered it, and I got off the house, jumped down, had a little look at it and thought, you know, that's really awesome. Then I decided to put nice, like kind of like an entrance onto it where you'd park your car and put 2 windows and the door in. So I've just teleported a little bit back so you guys can see me putting the walls on, so you can see it in the real colour version. So I've put the flat down a little bit like the patio, and what I've done here is I've put big walls around the sides so people can't just hop over, and you can also park a car here like a mini outside garage. And then around this section I've put little walls on it to kind of give you that feel of like where you can come in with your car or your ATK and you can park it in there. Underground here, eventually we'll cover around this, we'll put a fence around this at the end, but for now we've actually gone on the interior. So I've decided to go with a stone floor again. There isn't really much we can do with the interior, unfortunately. There's only limitations with it. Then we've got nice curved stairs leading up to the next floor. This is where you can imagine the bedrooms to be, or maybe one bedroom like a medieval style house. So as we go up here, it works pretty well. Then over here, what we've actually done is we've made it so it kind of just curves around on the stairs so people can't fall down. So I've made that there for safety reasons. And then up here, I go up again, and I think, you know, we're putting some more windows in, some more designs where maybe the beds could be and stuff. And then we go with another staircase, kind of picking a nice design to the loft. This one's quite a nice one, nice little crouch loft up here. Really nice idea. And then what I do here is I actually finish the roof off. So I go outside and I finish the roof off to make sure it's all perfect and get the final touches on. So I'm putting the final things on in this room. There we are, I put some wood around there, and it's a lovely design for the house there. So let's just refresh it a little bit and we can get it to render in. Hopefully, is it going to render? It should render if I do that. Let's see if it renders in for you guys. Come on, what's happening? There we are. So the house has completely rendered in. So once the house is rendered in, you can obviously see the ideas and the way I've gone with this. I've actually got a door up here. Just a few more things to change. So let's see where my character goes next and what we do. So I decided to put a little bit of depth into the house. This is actually something I used to do in Minecraft a lot. It's a pretty effective way. What I've actually tried, I'm trying a few different designs by pushing out the build, making sure the build looks like it's kind of built in depth. And to do that, you can simply like select your normal walls and change the design of them to get like strips and cool designs like this. And what I did, I decided to put a nice little balcony on the house by using little curved stairs and using the flats as well. This is all the flat piece that's created this. I think it's a lovely design. We've got a nice little door leading to it as well. I was originally thinking of doing the balcony like that, but I changed it to do it like the way I've done it now. And the way I did this, I actually used normal walls to put them bits on there. So the flat actually only leads to here, but to fill in the gap here, you can switch to normal walls and put that in there. That gives a nice little square feeling to it rather than having them bits that stick off the end. Then again, what I do over here is I build like an outside stairs, so it looks like you can go outside of your house as well from the upper floor leading outside. Really nice design, and probably is one of the best houses I've built in Fortnite so far. I've only built a few, but this one has got to be up there, and it's a really nice design because it looks out onto the lake. So I think I've almost finished the design now for this house. What I do is I go and grab an ATK, do a little bit of interior design. I've got the back garden over here. I've decided to kind of corner it off. I don't want people leading onto it. Obviously, you don't want people getting into your house, so I've decided to put a nice little gate into this kind of like area where you maybe could grow a few crops and stuff. And obviously, not many people are going to be coming around here. They'd have to go through water and get a little bit wet. Next thing I do is I decide to build an entire fence, only a mini one, around the entire structure. This entrance here, I left it open. The reason I decided to do that is because it just gave it a nice feel and just kind of gives it that feel of being open. You can imagine driving in here. Maybe it could be a garage door or something. Obviously, there's a bush in the way, but let's not consider that too much. And the cake is a main feature. It's kind of featured underneath the veranda and possibly could be to do with something to do with the birthday theme or something like that. Or maybe someone's having a birthday. Who knows exactly what's going on. But yeah, I've actually gone to go and grab an ATK, and I do end up putting a nice little table down here with a launch pad. So let's just skip onto that so the whole house can render in for you guys. So we'll skip on a little bit. There we are. Hopefully the ATK has arrived. And there we are. We have the little kind of like table I built with the launch pad. The ATK has been parked in, and now I'll just leave it running so you guys can check it out with the different lighting and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I really do like the house, and overall the idea I went for was that kind of just modern feel but looking out onto the lake. If we take a little look at it in slow-mo and we go inside the house, so imagine you've arrived in your ATK into the house up here, you arrive into your destination, you go inside the house, and once you're inside you can have your dinner there, you might have a TV around here and stuff, then you go up the stairs, go around the stairs, and then once you're on the top floor you can look out the window over to that Loot Lake view over there. What an awesome view that is. And also you can go over here under the stairs as well, check that mini window out there, the big window, and you've got the back door which leads down towards the kind of like docks area. You go out onto your docks and you can actually go right to the end and look at that lovely view across Loot Lake. Awesome design. I really do like it. And then again, it looks nice from Loot Lake as well. We're looking at this house from over here. It's a really cool design and it looks really nice. So it's turned turned out pretty well. Obviously, there's only so far you can go with building houses in Fortnite. There's like a lot of limitations on it because there isn't that much structures, there isn't that many pieces. We don't have any interior design stuff. We don't have any different colors. We've only got 3 different colors to use. We've got obviously wood, we've got stone, and also we've got metal. I also went with a little campfire design in the back left over here just to give it that little feel of like kind of just like it's a real house, and I do like it. I think it's really nice. It worked out pretty well. It's got live fire, I guess, from it, so that's pretty cool, and it's a nice little feature. The cakes unfortunately have glitched a little bit, but again, we can't really move them, so I don't know why the cakes would be on the floor for a party, but it's the case in this situation, and it seems to have turned out alright. And that's really it for the design of the house, guys. I'm going to hopefully be doing a few more tutorials like this in the future. If you did enjoy the design and you'd like to see future houses and future other builds, do leave a comment down below and tell me that you did like the idea of me going over how I built it, giving you guys some tips and tricks for your designs. Like I was saying before, obviously there's so far I can go. I'm going to show you guys a few spots and locations that you can build your house, but just look at this house with this lovely river here flowing in. Unfortunately, I am stood on the roof, but it doesn't matter about that. There's a nice little house. What a lovely design that is. And it turned out really well. So there's a bunch of locations on the map that you could build a house. I'm going to go over a few for you guys now so you can check them out. Next little location would be here on this square here. You could build a nice little mansion. The location I picked over there by the waterfall was really nice. This little location here would be nice. You got to think of flat areas. You can knock down this modern house and use this. You could redesign this. This would be a pretty cool location. I'll stay in the area I'm. I won't search over the entire map. Here you've got a nice little flat area up here. Nice little location for a house. You could look onto Loot Lake again. I'll stay around here like I was saying on here again. Nice little house on here. You could actually build a house on this lower part and build it up as well. So you could have like a double layer house going up to the next section and so on. You could have basically cool locations all around this section. I think this is probably the best spot on the map to build houses because you have the lake. Now obviously we can go around the entire map and build and pick spots all day, but they're the top spots that I'd pick to build a house around here. My number 1 spot had to be here though. The only downside to it is it isn't really practical for your car unless you built kind of like a bridge or something down, because obviously it's quite hard to turn your car out of there without going off the cliff, but it doesn't really matter. It's an 80k, you take a little bit of fall damage, use a little med kit and you're back up. But obviously if it was real life it wouldn't really be ideal. You'd probably have the exit for the car probably either there or hit on this side over here at the back, and then you'd have it going out this way and you wouldn't have any other directions from it, or you'd be kind of just going in water all the time and falling off cliffs, which doesn't seem very practical to me, but it could potentially work. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, stick around for daily Fortnite content. I do hope you have enjoyed this video today. It took a lot of time to build this house. It took me about 30 to 40 minutes and it was a pretty interesting concept and I really do like the design. Give me a rating out of 10 what you think the house is. It would be interesting to see what you think about it. Obviously it's not the best house out there, but it's a nice little design. It works and I do like it overall. So tell me what you think of it. You don't have to be like biased or anything. You can be perfectly honest with it. If you don't like it, that's fair enough. There are other houses out there that have been built which are pretty nice, and I have built some other ones in the past in my Tilted Towers rebuild video, which I recommend it. It's a complete makeover of Tilted Towers. It will be on screen at the end of this video, so make sure you go and click on that. If you're new to the channel, stick around for daily Fortnite content. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and once again, this is Postbox Pat signing out.